Welcome learners. Let's start our session with an activity now. Yes, let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Relax yourselves. Now inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Take a deep breath. Relax. Yes, open your eyes. Now we are ready to get into the discussion of our sample paper for class 10 IT 402 2021. Yes, shall we start? Yes, we will start with the blueprint discussion, how the paper will be, the question paper will be, and then into the sample paper, and then we will continue with the important questions or the board questions in each of the units in IT 402. Now, let's begin with the blueprint discussion for the sample paper IT 402 session 2022-2021. The maximum time is 2 hours and the maximum marks is 50. Okay, so we have two sections in this paper. One is part A and the other one is part B. Part A is fully about the employability skills. Okay, and it covers nearly 10 marks. So, when it comes to, actually there are two kinds of questions. One is objective question which carries 1 mark each, and short answer type questions which carries 2 marks each. Okay, so we have nearly 5 units: communication skills 2, self-management skills 2, information and communication technology skills 2, entrepreneur skills 2, green skills 2. Okay, so in this 6 marks or 6 questions are covered throughout the units. That is, each and every unit gets 1 mark question, and self-management skill covers 2 questions of 1 mark each. So nearly 6 questions, out of which 4 questions have to be answered. Next, short answer type questions, 2 marks each. So each and every unit gives 1 question, out of which totally it is 5 marks and 5 questions, out of which 3 questions to be answered. So totally we have 11 questions, out of which 7 questions have to be answered. So this covers nearly 10 marks. Next comes part B, subject specific skills, that is for 40 marks. In this we have 4 units: digital documentation advanced, electronic spreadsheet advanced, database management system, web applications and security. So objective type questions, total number of questions 24. Short answer type questions, that is 2 marks questions, 6 questions. Descriptive long answer type, that is 4 marks question. It is around 5 questions, totally 35 questions. So when we speak about the objective type questions, digital documentation 6 questions, electronic spreadsheet 6 questions. So each and every unit, all the 4 units, they have 6 questions per unit, totally 24, out of which 20 questions to be answered. So we get 20 marks because it is objective. Next is short answer type question. So here we have totally 6 questions. Only 2 units, they have 1 question each, and the other 2 units, that is electronic spreadsheet and web applications, they have 2 questions each. Totally 6 questions, out of which 4 is to be answered. Each question carries 2 marks. So we have 8 marks out of this. Next is descriptive questions. So here each and every unit has 1 question, except database management system, which has 2 questions. Okay, so each and every question carries 4 marks. Totally it is 12 marks. So total questions 5, out of which 3 is to be answered. So 4 into 3, 12. So the total number of questions in part B is 35, okay, out of which we are going to answer only 27 questions. So this is the blueprint of the sample question paper. Let's see the general instructions of the sample question paper. So as soon as we take the question paper, we have to go through the general instruction. Here in this sample paper, we are seeing that there are total number of questions of 21, out of which 15 questions have to be answered. These 21 questions are subdivided into section A and section B. Section A covers objective type questions, section B covers subjective type questions. Out of the given 21 questions, a candidate has to answer 15 questions in the allotted maximum number of time of 2 hours. Okay, so all questions of a particular session must be attended in the correct order with the correct question number. That is very important. So if question number 1 has subdivisions A, B, C. So if we are attending question number 1, all the A, B, C, all the subdivisions have to be mentioned correctly with the answer. So section A, objective type questions, carries 24 marks. So this question will have 5 questions and the marks allotted are mentioned against each question as we saw in the blueprint. Okay, so there's no negative marking. And section B, subjective type questions, actually it contains 16 questions and carries 26 marks. A candidate has to do 10 questions. He has to attend 10 questions. Do as per the instructions and follow the instructions clearly, and as we have seen in the blueprint, check with whatever you have learnt, read the question at least twice, understand the question and then think and answer your question paper. That is very important. Now into the question paper, section A, objective type questions. Actually, the first question has nearly 6 subdivisions. That is 6 questions covered in it from employability skills. Now let's see the questions. First subdivision. Karan lives at a hostel in Shimla. He calls his mother who lives in Delhi to get her approval for the robotics class, which is going to start in his school next week onwards. However, due to disruption in the phone line, his mother could not understand and reply to him. He got very upset. Which another medium can be used to get immediate approval of his mother? We have the options here: email, letter, message through friend, fax. So 4 options are given. Please think and answer. So the answer is email, because letter, it's not through net or through the system. It is actually physical letter which will take time to reach his mother. Next is message through friend. Rather than messaging his friend and then conveying it to his mother, he can go with the email. So next question. Trisha is always tense during exam time. She is a sincere and studious student, but the thought of exams creates anxiety in her. Which stress management technique that you would suggest to help her? There are 4 options: yoga, exercise, vacation with family, all of these. So what do you tell? Yes. So we can go with yoga, that is also good. Exercise, that will relax and de-stress. Next is vacation with family, a short break. So all these are possible, right? So it is all of these. Third question, dash ability of a person to do things that need to be done without someone or something influencing us. I'm repeating the question. Dash ability of a person to do the things that need to be done without someone or something influencing us. Self-motivation, self-discipline, self-awareness, self-regulation. So which will help the person to do by himself? Yes, self-motivation. Next, according to the concept of sustainable development, the environment and development are dash issues. The options are inseparable, separate, independent, none of these. So when we consider The environment and development in sustainable development, are they separable? No, right? It is inseparable. Next question. The cleaning of software installed in a computer cannot be achieved by disk cleanup, backup, cleaning CPU cabinet, installing antivirus software. So how do we do this? How it can't be done? That's what is being the question. So we have to read the question again to understand it. The cleaning of software installed in the computer cannot be achieved by cleaning CPU cabinet. Yes, that is physical cleaning, but this cleanup, backup, installing antivirus, this will help to remove a program. Next, entrepreneurship has a crucial role in the dash of the society. Evolution, planning, functioning, none of these. Functioning, okay. So entrepreneurship has a crucial role in the functioning of the society. So next question, that is 2, which has nearly 6 questions, out of which we have to answer 5 questions. So when we put in the subdivision number correctly, then only the answer would be correct. Otherwise, it will be considered as wrong answer. Now the first subdivision in question 2, dash is not an instant messaging service. Skype, Yahoo Messenger, Firefox, WhatsApp. Firefox, because it is a browser. Dash is the process of emptying a place in case of an emergency disaster. Accident, evacuation, hazards, exiting. So what is being done? We evacuate, right? So evacuation. Third subdivision in question number 2, Richard needs to set up a network for his office where he wants to save all the data in a centralized system and other computers will take the services from the centralized system. Which architecture will be the best suitable for him? Peer-to-peer, client-server, point-to-point, ring. Which is the correct answer? So here what he does, he needs a centralized system. Okay, so here what do? We use client-server technology. Next subdivision, a dash is a device that converts digital computer signals into analog signals that can travel over phone lines and vice versa. So on hearing the question itself, sometimes we will understand what is the answer, but we have to go through the options given. So what are the options given? Repeater, switch, router, modem. So here which is the correct answer? It is modem. So it is modulator, demodulator. So it is used to convert digital to analog and analog to digital. Next subdivision, dash is specifically designed to minimize or maximize the result according to the set of rules that you define in a spreadsheet. Goal seek, scenario, solver, subtotal. So what is the scenario here? So what is the option we use? Is it scenario or goal seeker? No, it's not possible, right? Since we get into the maximum and the minimum values, it should be only solver. Okay, so solver. Subdivision 6, dash refers to the vertical or horizontal placement of a graphic in relation to the chosen anchor point. Alignment, footer, margin, headings. So which is the alignment? Yes, it is alignment. Third question. So we are going to answer 6 out of 5 from these questions. So there are 6 questions under 3. So first subdivision, Krishna wants to make a flow chart for his programs in a Word document. Which option should he use to accomplish this task efficiently? Drawing or shapes, symbols, pictures, all of these. So what do we use for flow chart? It is drawings and shapes. Number 2, Fatima has inserted a picture in a document, but she wants to cut off a part of the picture. Which option she should use to accomplish the task? Cut, copy, crop, layout. So this is about the picture to insert. Okay, there's a picture which is inserted. She just wants to cut off a part. So what is it? It is crop. The intersection point between a row and a column, what do we call it? Row, column, table, cell. Yes, it is a cell. Amrita is celebrating her 14th birthday. She wants to invite her friends and family members to the party. Which feature will she use to send the same invite to many people with different addresses without typing it again and again? Mail merge, letter wizard, document type, none of these. Obviously, mail merge. Fifth question. A dash is a model that you use to create other documents. Styles, template, wizard, sample. Yeah, it's a template. Formulae in a spreadsheet must begin with a dash sign. So in a spreadsheet, how do we start a formulae? We use what? We use an equal to. Yes, then only we put in the formula or the function which we want, right? Fourth question. So here also we are going to have 6 questions, out of which 5 are to be answered. So first question in fourth. Dash is a tool to test what if questions. Scenario, solver, macro, average. Scenario is the correct answer. Rohit scored 25 out of 30 in English, 22 out of 30 in math. He wants to calculate the score in IT. He needs to achieve 80% in aggregate. So what he wants to see how much he should score to get his percentage as 85. Suggest him the suitable option out of the following to do. So we have macro, solver, goal seek, subtotal. So he wants to achieve how much? 85%. So to achieve 85%, what should he do? He should go for goal seek. Third question, dash can be used in a spreadsheet software to jump to a different location from within a spreadsheet and can lead to the other parts of the current file, to different files or even to websites. Illustrations, hyperlinks, links and filter. Which is the correct answer? It is hyperlinks. The fourth question, dash uses the keyboard as a pointing device instead of a mouse. Mouse keys, toggle key, filter key, sticky key. Yes, it is mouse keys. Krish and Kritika have done a survey of age-wise literacy rates of their locality as a school project, which they have created in a spreadsheet. They both want to work simultaneously to complete it on time. Which option they should use to access the same spreadsheet to spread up their work? Consolidate worksheet, shared worksheet, link worksheet, lock worksheet. Which is the one to be used? It is the shared worksheet. Sixth question, dash database is a type of database that stores data in several tables. A flat database, relational database, both A and B. It can be both flat and relational database or none. So which is the one? So it stores tables, right? Tables are called what? Relations. So it is relational database. Question number 5. So here also we have 6 questions, out of which we have to answer 5 questions. In database, dash helps us to retrieve the filtered data based upon some conditions. Forms, reports, queries, tables. It is queries. Question number 2 under 5. A dash is one which connects computers and devices in a limited geographical area, such as home, school, computer laboratory, office buildings, or closely positioned group of buildings. LAN, WAN, MAN, or PAN. Which is it? We know, right? It is LAN, local area network. The name itself implies. So under fifth question, third subdivision, Rudraksh wants that the name column of a table must not be blank. It should not be left blank. Help him to identify the field property for this purpose. Length, default, entry required, format. So what is it? It is entry required. Fourth question, dash can be set for a field if the user doesn't provide any value while entering the values in the table. Required, default, primary key, format. So it is default. So we have to give some default value. Fifth question, Adia wants to create a connection between two or more tables. Suggest her for the option to accomplish the task. Table, form, relationships, sorting. What is it? Relationships. Sixth question. The data type takes the values in the form of zeros and ones in database. So what is it? Integer, text, Boolean, memo. What is it? Only Boolean, because only Boolean has true or false, that is 0 and 1. Yeah? Got it? So with this, we wind up this session. Yes, learners, we have come to the end of this session in which we have seen about the blueprint of the sample paper of class 10 IT 402 and also a few questions in the sample paper. I will continue with the same sample paper with the rest of the questions in our next session also. Let's meet again. Thank you.